Let's think about the concept of a confident body language. How is a person that's extremely confident in themselves walking down the street in a regular day? Probably chin up, shoulders back, and just being pretty relaxed in that state, pretty calm, composed. That's how you illustrate the confident body language. I'm sure you have friends like this, and you know, this is oftentimes socially labeled as being cocky or arrogant or thinking you're superior to other people. And perhaps you think this of that friend or acquaintance you just thought about. But isn't that what true confidence looks like? Isn't that the ideal and authentic state to be in? Because on the other hand, let's just imagine a person that's extremely insecure and just having like this body language shut down all the time, trying to blend in. I absolutely hate seeing this in people because I saw this in my younger self all the time, just trying to not be noticed, to be invisible, to become an NPC so that you are more safe. And I personally managed to do that, and I see a lot of people manage to do that very well too. But that is extremely inauthentic. How is that authentic? Because just interacting with the world, you sometimes feel the need to express yourself and to to show unpredictable and random patterns in your behavior. But when your body language is shut down like this, you're basically stepping into a persona and you're just acting this way because you know it's safer. And I can never preach stepping into an ideal and that every single person can step in this ideal or follow these steps to become confident or charismatic or all that stuff. Because I think this is nuanced to every single person. So your charisma is different than my charisma and then every other person's charisma and confidence. But to some extent, it's universal as well. Because let's just think about the case where you won the lottery, you got a promotion, you got a really good grade at school. You're not just gonna be like, yeah, I'm very happy about the promotion. Like, you are gonna show a confident body language, a happy body language, because that's your natural state, isn't it? You're just naturally going to raise your chin more up, stand more straight, and have a healthier body language in general. And then when you interact with the world from that point, you just get so many opportunities. People interpret you as being a more natural person. And again, this is not about following an ideal. This is about stripping away everything that's blocking you from being like that in the first place. Because unless you had all of these weird anxieties and insecurities, you would be able to be like that. You don't need any tutorials or tips and tricks or motivational videos to be able to be like that. You only need to let go of all of that, all of those blocks, basically. And when you do that, what you're left with is pure core confidence. The confidence that you do have right now, hidden down there. And when you are confident like that, your body language is just a reflection of what's on the inside. On the other hand, let's just think about how the world interacts with you when you have this shut down body language. Because this habit of having this insecure body language, this victim prey body language, this shows off in interactions as well. Because perhaps you are used to just walk down the street like that, you don't want to be noticed, or standing like that and not making eye contact with anyone in group conversations. But perhaps even in one-on-one conversations, some of that bad habit shows off, where maybe you don't make eye contact as much as you should because you just think eye contact is dangerous. You are uncomfortable looking someone in the eye. Now, of course, through a screen looking me in the eye, that's definitely easier. But when you are face to face with someone, the more you hold eye contact, the more tension is formed. You can sense it. But the other person can sense it too to some extent, so you are not the only one. But you're just misinterpreting it as being something bad and something dangerous. But this is just how we communicate. This is how our ancestors have always communicated. And when it comes to eye contact, if you make eye contact with people, you just show that you are genuinely there, that you are present, that you are receptive to everything that's happening, But if you avoid eye contact and just look down and, just give signs of insecurity all the time, people will think that you are not even paying attention to what they're saying, that you don't care about them. Maybe then will they think that you are arrogant and cocky, because you're not even present, you don't respect them enough to be present for them there. Now imagine the version of you that is seemingly arrogant, with that extremely confident body language interacting with them. Yeah, maybe you have your chin raised a bit more and maybe you look at them like this, but now of course there's a bit of an exaggeration. But just think about it, you would not be interpreted like that. Most likely, because you will be present and people will notice that. You will be able to be relaxed and composed and calm in who you really are. And you will be able to look people in the eye for longer than 0.1 seconds. These quick glimpses and quick looks are such a sign of insecurity as well. When you look at people like this, I'm Alex, you know, that just shows that you are afraid of being seen. When you are afraid of being seen, you get less opportunities in life, people don't respect you. And, even thinking about the respect, this is not about like pedestalizing you. Respect is not people putting you on a pedestal, but it's more like agreeing to be around you, wanting to or accepting to have you as an acquaintance or as a friend or as a partner. So you see, like, all of these micro details, micro expressions, and everything that's encompassed into the bad habit of having a shut down body language will get you nowhere. You will always keep being invisible. You will always keep blending in, being an NPC, getting no opportunities, getting no friendships. So then the only way is to work on yourself, to remove all of those layers of insecurities, which, by the way, are fake beliefs. Because there might be two persons, or there might be one person that's exactly like you, having the same life experiences as you, and they are confident. Why can't you be confident then? What's stopping you from being like that yourself? It's just a set of malicious beliefs you've set yourself. So then when you manage to strip that away, which by the way is a long process and it requires a lot of patience, but you can get to that point where you unleash your core confidence, or at least some of it. You will see some progress. It's not just you work on it, you see nothing, and then one day, all of a sudden, all of that unleashes. No, it's an iterative process and you will feel better and better and better as you work on it. So it's not even that bad. But just imagine, close your eyes and visualize a life where you are confident, where you are able to be relaxed all the time and look people in the eye and not have all those overthinking, poisonous thoughts that take you away from the present moment. Just imagine how people would react to you then. Imagine the opportunities you could have then. And just understand that if you're insecure right now, if you're anything but confident, you are inauthentic.